What up, everybody? Gonna do a little video here and break off from the knives for a little while. We're gonna talk about some firearms, or a firearm. And before everybody gets all freaked out, I'm gonna say up front, this is not my carry piece. I'm about 5'9", 5'10", weigh about 180 pounds, medium frame. And I could never ever conceal this pistol unless I put it in a box and carried it under my arm. So this is my home defense gun. And what I think a good home defense pistol is, and this only applies to pistols, of course, I want something that is... I want a full-size pistol, first of all. This pistol is basically a combat pistol that I'm using for home defense. I need a full-size pistol with a good long sight radius. All right, I don't want a 3-inch barreled concealed carry pistol for my home defense pistol. The reason we carry smaller pistols for concealed carry is because we need to conceal them, not because they're easier to shoot. I don't think anybody's going to argue that a 3-inch pistol is going to have superior shooting characteristics over a 5-inch pistol. That's just not true. So in my home defense gun, where I don't have to carry it around, unless I'm just carrying it in a holster around the house, and I'll carry it OWB outside the waistband in a pancake style holster when I'm at home. I want a full-size pistol with a full capacity, round capacity. My pistol, I want to be able to see at nighttime. All right? In my opinion, your home defense firearms, whether it is a pistol, a 12-gauge shotgun, an AR-15, or anything else, must have a light on it. Okay? You cannot go firing rounds in the dark without seeing who you're shooting at and exactly what is going on. It must have a light. And for those that argue that if you have a light on your gun, it just shows exactly where you are, I'm not worried about that at all. Because the light on your firearm is going to be bright enough to instantly blind anybody. If they're breaking into your home, it's dark. Okay? The percentages of nighttime home invasion versus daytime is vastly skewed towards nighttime. Criminals are cowards. They are cowardly. They want to get you when you do not suspect it, so they get the drop on you. All right? That's the way a criminal works. If they weren't cowards, they could face the world like a real man and work for a living instead of breaking into your home and stealing your stuff. That's just the bottom line. And if you're a criminal, hey, I'm sorry if you can't take the truth, but you're a criminal because you're scared to face the real world. Period. You're not man enough or woman enough to live in the real world as a law-abiding citizen. Period. So you're going to be breaking in my house at nighttime so you can catch me asleep. Well, I'm a pretty light sleeper, and my firearm is within 3 feet of me. Okay? And it's got a light on it, and I'm going to put that light in your face, and I'm going to blind you, and that gives me an instant to decide whether the situation warrants lethal force or not. Now, that said, if somebody breaks into your house and steals your property, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I am going to give a piece of advice, and this will be held up by most defense counsel. It's really hard to defend killing somebody because they're stealing your TV. It doesn't matter what state you live in. Once you're in the court system, you are going to be facing a liberal mindset. It has pervaded the court systems. and you will be made into the bad guy just for defending your home and your property, which is bullshit. I agree, but you have to keep that in mind. So in my instance, if somebody wants to break in and steal my TV, I may have to shoot them. I'm not going to shoot them to kill them unless it's absolutely necessary to protect myself or my family, because I can go down to Walmart and buy a TV any day, and my insurance covers theft. I don't want to have to go to sleep at night or look at myself in the mirror and think that I took another human life over a TV. Regardless of whether this other person is a criminal or whatever. Now, if I have to defend myself or my family, I won't blink. If you're coming into my home to harm me, harm my family, I will not blink. I will put you down with the highest degree of lethal force that I can bring to bear. And I'm not going to shoot you in the leg. All right? You're going to get 2 to the chest and 1 to the head. And then I'm going to call the police. But it won't matter because you'll be dead. So you better go down to Walmart and buy you a TV. All right. So let's take a look at what I'm using here at the house. This is a Springfield XD. It is a 5-inch tactical model in 45 ACP. And let's go ahead and do this. You can see got an empty magazine. This firearm is empty. All right. All right. This is just a basic Springfield XD 5-inch tactical. It is unmodified. I do not believe in modifying a pistol trigger group. If you are going to use it as a defensive pistol, I would prefer to buy a pistol with a decent enough trigger to be able to shoot it accurately from the get-go. And this is the reason why. When you modify a pistol, and I'm talking about modifications in the trigger group, when you go to court, and you will go to court over a shooting, whether it's a criminal or civil court, you guarantee you're going to be in there sometime or another. It is going to be argued that you modified this firearm to make it more deadly, which is asinine and insane, but that is what they argue in court. I do not modify trigger groups. Modifications that I think are acceptable: night sights. All right, in this instant, we've got Trigicon HDs. In the instance of the XD that had the blocky stand-up sights, these sights are actually about a 1/3 of an inch improvement in sight radius as they go back flush with the back of the slide. So that's a little bit of improvement on top of just having the night sights. Trigicon makes a great product. These are superior combat sights. You can see right there, that is your view of the sight. All right. On this 5-inch pistol, that's probably about 8 inches of sight radius there. So night sights are a great addition that I recommend for any pistol. I don't care if it's your home pistol, your concealed carry pistol. You need to be able to see those sights in the dark because, yet again, criminals love the dark. Okay? They love the dark because cowards hide in the dark. All right. The next thing, you want to put a light on your pistol like I talked about. All your firearms for defensive use should have a light on them at your home. Now, I do not put a light on my carry piece. In fact, it doesn't even have a rail on it because it's just too hard to hide that light. That light is wide, and that's a pretty compact light there. That's that new Olight Valkyrie, the P2. That's a 1200 lumen output light off of 2 CR123 batteries. And it has strobe also. That's a fantastic light, and I'll do a review on it later. But what I'm seeing, or what I'm going for in my home piece, you got a full-size piece with a full-length sight radius. large capacity, and this pistol is in 45 ACP, so it's not going to have a 400 round count like a 9mm would. But I've got 13+1 capacity here, and I have a second magazine that's tucked right up under my mattress. Now I'm going to do a little slight no-no here. Now, we all saw this pistol was safety check, but I'm going to bring in my round that I like, and I use this in all of my pistols. This is Federal's HST, and in this instance it's 230 grain standard pressure. The expansion on Federal HST is spectacular. It is beautiful. When you fire these, the expansion is like a piece of art. Let's get that back away from that pistol. So, I've got my home firearm here. It's large, long sight radius, high capacity, upgraded sights to night sights, addition of a light on it, and that is what I would say is a perfect, and that's quote unquote perfect because there's no such thing as perfect. Everybody likes something different. That's a perfect setup, whether that's on your Springfield XD, whether it's on your Smith & Wesson M&P, whether it's on your Glock 17, 19, 23, 44, 77, whatever Glock you've got, whatever your choice of quality pistol is, you need for your home defense weapon at the minimum to have these capabilities: the high round count, the long sight radius, night sights, a light on it. All right, in my opinion, you need to have those things at the minimum. And you know what? That crosses over actually into all of my firearms. Like I say, whether you've got a 12 gauge, put a light on that thing. A 12 gauge shotgun is not a flashlight. You got to put a light on it. You don't want to shoot, somebody in your family. You can't see in the dark. Nobody can. And I'm overall a fan of a light on the weapon rather than a light in the hand. I do not want, even with training, I do not want to lose one hand worth of grip on my firearm, regardless of whether it's a pistol, the shotgun, the AR. I want to have both hands on it to manipulate it, because in your home, you are going to have to manipulate that weapon around obstacles, okay? Whether it's a door frame or an island in your kitchen, or you are having to take concealment, not cover, concealment behind some furniture. You're going to have to manipulate around these objects, and you need both hands. Wouldn't it be way nicer to have both hands on your firearm rather than one on the firearm and one on a separate flashlight? Okay. Now, I do not recommend using your firearm flashlight as just a flashlight. If you're going to go outside to check on the dogs, don't carry your firearm out there to use as a flashlight. It's a firearm. Carry a separate flashlight. If there's something going on, throw the damn thing down. Use your weapon light from there on. But this is not really a pistol review. I think everything has been said about the Springfield XD line. It is one of the top 3 polymer pistols as far as I'm concerned. You've got the Springfield XD, XDM, the Mod 2s, the whole XD family. The Smith & Wesson M&Ps, and the various 2,000 different Glock models. They are all superb pistols. Superb. Really, every one of them has their pluses and minuses. They all have a slight weak points that can be easily fixed. There's, of course, difference in the grips. This had a more standard, straight-up grip angle, which I prefer over Glock's more laid-back grip angle. When I bought this, the M&P series didn't even exist. I've had this pistol, I don't even know how long now, 12 years probably. I don't think the M&P line existed at that time. I wasn't familiar with it. But the point of this whole video is not what kind of firearm you prefer. It's my mindset on setting this firearm up for home defense. And in this instance, this is my pistol, which is my first line of home defense. And if needed, it's there to get me to my gun safe, to my other firearms, if the situation has to be escalated beyond what a pistol caliber short weapon is capable of. So, guys, just take that out of this, and put some thought into what you're going to do, what you're going to use, and put some thought into the moral ramifications. I see a lot online of people that instantly, anytime anybody talks about somebody breaking into their house to steal something, they're like, I'm just going to shoot them and kill them. Hey, that's great. Go ahead and do that. I'm not doing that shit unless I need to. I will kill the fuck out of somebody if I feel like my life or my loved one's life is threatened, and I won't lose a minute of sleep over it. I will be able to face my creator with my head held high, let alone law enforcement and the legal system. But in my case, I don't feel like I need to shoot and kill somebody because they are stealing a TV or a DVD player, or they're trying to steal the wheels off of my car or something like that, because that's all just crap. That's material possession, and it does not equal life, even a scumbag, cowardly criminal's life. That is still God-given life, and we're not here to take that unless we absolutely need to. So, take out of this whatever, guys. I enjoy doing this. I love to shoot this pistol. I love the way it's set up for home defense. And that's just my mindset of what should be done. All right. God bless all of you. You have a great day.